90% of what I shoot right now is something about somebody's fucking stepdaughter or stepmother or some shit like that. I'm like,
we didn't even win a qualifying match. You're a fucking cheater.
Do you want to see it? You want me to jump off?
Yes.
I'll show you.
I'm a Lakers fan, so it doesn't really matter. But these guys
I'm
are
a Lakers fan. I grew up on Magic Johnson. That's why I got into basketball.
That's my guy.
I'm a Lakers guy.
It was really cool because the guest star is Kobe Bryant.
So you get to meet Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, we got to meet Kobe Bryant after
Kobe
the game was
is the sweetest
after the game
guy.
was done. We got to meet Cal Gasol.
Uh-huh.
We did a promo, and then we did a scene with Kobe Bryant for the show.
Do you want to see the ring?
Yes.
Let me show
I'd
you.
absolutely see it.
In COVID, I don't even get to show this to anyone.
Oh my
yeah.
God. It's
That is
so big.
I know, right?
It's
like,
obnoxious.
It is obnoxious.
I'm your host, Dylan Grant, on behalf of my co-host, Mark Cohen, who's not here. Stay classy and wash your legs in the shower.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing, and I tell musicians this all the time, but I mean, shit, this is, I would say even more so for people who do podcasts.
Speaking of paying your respects, hey. Cosby is a free man.
That's so fucked up.
Holy shit. Huh?
I bet you a lot of people don't.
Don't wash their legs? Fuck. Really?
Like the hardest thing is stamina. Like, you know, like doing, whether you're making songs, making videos, making podcasts, whatever, like doing it consistently every week, which means for the first few years, nobody gives a shit.
I cream pied my stepsister. Can you believe my stepdaughter is such a slut?
Dude, yeah, it's
Oh,
epic.
man. I like wash my feet in between my toes and everything. God damn, are you serious?
100%.
Don't wash their legs?
100%.
What brought you to that?
That's the hard part. You know what I mean? That's the hardest part is tweeting with no followers, basically. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but you keep going and you keep going and you keep going and you keep going, and if you love it, you won't stop.
A football team fucked my stepmother.
No, I just know it.
You're probably right, eh? That's so fucked
They just do this.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right,
It's like
man.
some girls will wash their
Yeah, if they're
shit,
waxing
but,
or just shaving, you're right. You're probably right.
Dude, how many people are gonna reach down, especially out of shape, reach down to their calves?
That's fucking gross.
No one washes their calves.
You're right. That's fucking crazy. But it's so true.
I'm just like, that's all there is. So it's like, you don't have it. And again, also, I don't mean this directed to you two personally, but also to the porn viewer, fuck you. You're not paying for it. You get what's out there.
After a recent move to the Brooklyn Nets, LaMarcus Aldridge surprisingly announces his retirement. Sources say it's due to an underlying health condition. In other words, thanks a lot, Johnson & Johnson.
You're going to get nothing but fucking stupid fucking step porn forever until you decide you'd like to see something with a little more imagination. And if you want to see that shit, you better fucking pay for it. Otherwise, go fuck yourself and watch My Stepbrother Swallows Volume 790 fucking 5,000.
Okay, before we go any
Yeah, where are
further-
you going?
Before we go any further, you doing this shit when you're saying it's the 90s?
He did that?
That can't continue.
It's the 90s?
Yeah, that's what I did.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh
I was
my
locked in the
God.
basement of a church for most of the 90s, so I don't know what the 90s are actually.
Here we go. Here we go.
And personally, it was awesome for me because as a two-way player who wasn't expected to play, they still needed, you still have to contribute. And so they had me playing other guys from the teams. I was different guys in different series. I was Brooke Lopez, I was, Dwight Howard, and I got to watch. So I took on the pride of watching the film from those guys so that I could give my teammates the best look in practice. So
I'm already defense
If I
here.
put this in front of your eyes, bring this punch back behind here, and now right when you get ready to throw, I'm on this side. Just like that, now you come over here.
You got me drunk for the first time, eh?
Me?
Yep.
San Fernando Jones and the Temple of Poon.
That was 20 years ago.
Evil Head, which won Best Cinematography, I'm told.
It did. I did shoot Evil Head.
Jai Dixon, Agents 3, Ginger Racial, Grand Theft Anal, the list goes on and on.
Well, it
How
goes
do you
on and
fucking...
on. Those are some classics, no question. Those are ones that are going to be, they'll be gathered around the fireplace next Christmas talking about those ones.
Straight up this way.
Yeah.
Watch. Gold Reese was coming here, he would have got me.
So you switched to the last
I wasn't
second.
here. I was over
And
here.
you were just...
Bang.
That's death. You can't do anything. I'm here.
that
My
was-
energy's gone.
Hard liquor. We were playing ball probably earlier that week on a Tuesday at men's league at Axe. And I was went to McDonald's after we were hanging out or whatever, and he was like, yo, this party this weekend, you wanna come through? And I was like, 100%, dude, 100%.
And once the first bottle
pop. It was I don't know. You're just floating at that point, and you just kind of just numb the whole time. Everyone's just hugging each other. Everyone's just celebrating like they've never celebrated before. You look down on the floor, and there's just thousands of champagne bottles. You're basically rolling now on like bottles, right? Like,
come through with you guys, and I'm just like drinking Disaronn. I've never even heard of Disaronn before in my life. Drinking that kind of stuff, sweet as shit. Big with Coke, and I could never even look at it after that day. I could never look at it again. I was literally speaking in like a Jamaican accent.
Coming straight from that Golden Globes, you want saying?
Talking all kinds of crazy, asking for Patty. I was going crazy, dude. I was like, oh my god,
I forgot about that.
See, the thing is, like, I didn't forget about that one bit. That was the first time. You always remember your first time.
One thing that I learned was the high-level players can still be good people. Like Thon was first guy at practice, last guy to leave practice. And you're kind of spoiled when you have a guy like him because you don't have to fight him for anything. He does anything that he's asked to do, from that standpoint.
How did you get the guys collectively when there's NBA scouts in the building every goddamn practice, when there's NCAA coaches there, the pressure's always on, even on an off day, so to speak? How did you keep them, and maybe even yourself, just focused on the task? Like, that's tough.
I think we just followed Thon's lead, to be honest with you. He had an incredible ability to take it all in stride. And so I always thought to myself, if he's not freaking out, I better not be.
Some homeless guys would like love to rob us. They would drop $1, take 5. You know what I'm saying? And they were
Like
just
in front of you?
Yeah. And you're like, come on,
dog.
like, I'm in the middle of a song. And then or like you would take their panhandling spot. Like you would roll up to a corner and you'd be like, I'm going to play music here, man. And
They came and taxed that ass. They're like, this is my spot.
Straight up. No,
You just see a pair of feet and they're like, hey, I want to glue those toes together.
Jesus Christ.
What you got to do? I don't know. I don't live in this room. I'm trying to.
I gotta ask Theo Fleury what his thoughts are on this.
Wow. That's where you go.
Udonis Haslem and Dwight Howard were caught fighting, basically, for lack of a better term, in the game last night. Dwight, you've been called soft by people older than you, a pussy by people younger than you. You gotta start getting your rep up.
Come on, it's not funny, man. I'm gonna have to stab somebody or something to get my rep up.
You used to be Superman. I mean, we're starting to think the rumors are true. I mean, you're taking it from everybody. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
How are the Maple Leafs gonna fuck it up this time?
Speaking of the Leafs, this is what our Prime Minister had to say about your beloved team. Roll the clip.
Impressive to see, and if the unthinkable does happen, and we're all wonderfully surprised to see the Leafs in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Unthinkable happens, and the Leafs make it. We'd be wonderfully surprised to see it. We'd be wonderfully surprised to see you not dress up like this for the next 4 years. Know your role, buddy. Know your role. Know your role. Sorry, Tony. I'm sorry, Tony. I lost it. Lost it for a second. That's for you.
Coming from a place of desperation, it's like this. It's like, like you hollering at a bunch of bitches and you're not getting any pussy, and bitches can start to smell that desperation on you.
What's funny about was Dylan was I only met Dylan a couple times, and it's something like I've heard it's something with the people that live in here. Like it's something with the water, I don't know, but they get so comfortable with people so quick. Like if I meet new people, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I'm standoffish. Like I'm not trying to, like I'll be civil with you, but I'm not trying to be best friends. You know what I mean? When I met Dylan, Dylan only came to like a couple practices, I think, and then you got hurt. But I remember Dylan would like message me and shit, like on Facebook, like, dude, did you catching the game and shit like that? Like, Dylan, you probably don't even remember this.
I don't remember that.
Here is the sneaker sniffer. And you can see he comes with this
nice.
He has kind of an orgasmic look on his face. And they obviously thought that he was cute, but he didn't realize that he looked kind of perverted.
Yeah, I'm down with feet. I might have to get one for myself.
White like me, writes like me, gives advice like me, speaks his mind so precisely, makes movies like Ball, he's the white Spike Lee. Oh no, he didn't. I'm just trying to get Scojo pregnant. Stretch the ink out just like Maddie Matheson. Overall, I'm the best. Osh gosh shit. Take these L's for you go, Josh Koscheck. Me and my dogs walk together by the reservoir. Tarantino's Cerebrals forever in my repertoire. Woke up from a wet dream on a beach with Epstein. 3 sets of 15 like my girls, like my rep schemes.
Look, he'll suck it for 4 or swallow for 7.
What? No.
Yo, good song though. Fucking MGK. Watch me. Great fucking tune.
Caller number 2, you're on the Breast Crew podcast. What's poppin', homie?
You know what? It's a hard topic to talk about. I'm not gonna lie. But the topic I kind of wanted to I've been thinking about lately is we went into second quarantine, and honestly, it's been almost a year since everything's been going down, and honestly, like it's just been hard. It's been hard. Like there's people who like to be alone. There's people who are thriving in this sort of environment with Zoom calls and all this other remote working. I can't do it. Man. I have been up and down jobs. I've been doing all this other thing.
And we just kept putting it off, and then finally we got a camera, we got a mic, and just started going. It was really that simple. And again, we'll have people talk to us once in a while saying, I want to do this, I want to do that, and this goes back to our conversation about just chasing something and not being afraid to be uncomfortable.
More of a gamble that weightlifters are just not willing to take.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, the only thing Mark's lifted is his hog, and I'll give him. It's pretty dense, but I'll give him that. But yeah, he's a skinny dude.
What's going on? I feel like every day is it's killing me. It feels like every day that I'm alone, it's getting lonelier and lonelier and lonelier, and it's just difficult.
I hear you, man. I think humans are supposed to interact as much as possible. Like it takes a village to make everything happen. And B, I don't think we're meant to sit and do nothing, especially for this long, and be locked inside. So I feel you. It sounds like the mental health or the mental side of it is getting to you a bit. I've been there many, many times.
What happened at the zoo?
I died.
You died.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably what it was for us too, is that we were just worried about, we don't want to humiliate ourselves, or we don't want to, we know it's going to be a slow burn or whatever, but one day we're just like, you know what, bleep it, let's go. And so we just did, and it's just been growing ever since, and we've built a little something with it, and we got a lot more planned. But yeah, one day we just decided to do it, and we've been doing it since.
Yeah, and for me, I don't know where Mark was at exactly, but for me, it was at a time when I did fail like 100 times in a row, and I had nothing else to lose. So I was like, what? Yeah, why not? Like, now's the perfect time ever. Like I started doing like everything that I wanted to do when I was at my lowest, I would say. And it was weird how that worked, but it was just like, sometimes that's what it takes to push you to do those things that you always wanted to do. And I think we are headed in the right direction. We're doing something kind of our own way. And there's a lot more we want to do, not only in podcasting, but in television and stuff like that as well. So this is just the start, and we're grateful. And my only thing is, I wish I started this sooner. Mark's probably saying the same thing. Like
literally every time we do a podcast, every time we do anything, it's like, man, why didn't we just do this right away?
Dylan, be good. Make sure you keep those stories classified. Some of the ones you got on the inside.
Yeah, we were just talking about Joe. Good.
I'm getting paid $1,000 because I'm hot to come see some rich guy, and all he wants to do is come on my feet. Yep. I'll be here next Tuesday. Yep.
Motherfuckers.